Hey guys, today I'm going to be giving a run through of our 360 Panoramic video to Colmap output format solution. We'll go through all the necessary settings for exporting your 360 video, the different kind of settings you can use with the app, and what to do with the output. The app is currently open source, so you can build it from scratch with the source code, or you can purchase it pre-built by creating an account on our website, and you'll find the link for it on your account page. Couple of things I'd like to note that differentiates our app from other 360 workflow apps. Currently, what I see with a lot of 360 structure for motion apps is that their poses are they're mostly inaccurate, and with splats that can really break the output quality. I'll go ahead and throw up an image just to show you what I mean. So your 360 camera that you're using has a real world distance between the two lenses, and our app takes that into account and sets it correctly. We also use the panoramic image as a whole to calculate the poses. What I see a lot of people doing with their 360 workflow is that they just cut up their 360 video, then just throw those cut frames through structure from motion pipeline like reality capture, but then that just causes the context of the images to get totally lost. That method's not really a problem, I think, with feature-rich environments. But say if you wanted to capture the interior of a house that's generally pretty featureless and empty, calculating the poses using the entire panoramic image as a whole, like we do with our app, helps solve that issue. For getting our panoramic video, I'll be using Insta360 Studio, but it should be mostly the same using DJI's or any other similar 360 video exporting software. In the near future, you'll be able to just drag in your Insta360 INSV file directly. We'll start with the assumption that you already dragged your INSV file into Insta360 Studio. Now, a very important setting to turn off, flow state stabilization, or any kind of image stabilization settings. Those will need to be turned off. We can also turn off chromatic calibration, as you don't want any live color correction. You can edit the coloring to your liking, as your color settings they'll be translated over to the final splats. Now let's go ahead and export it as a 360 video. It'll need to be a 2:1 ratio panoramic video. We'll select or create a new empty folder, set a max bit rate and resolution, then start our export. Once it's done exporting, let's go ahead and open up the app. Before starting the pipeline, I'll run through the different settings and the use cases with the app. You can set the interval you want for frame extraction. The default is 1 frame per 1 second. If you have a subscription to Topaz Video, you can use that to enhance and upscale your panoramic video to give it a little more visual clarity. You can enable and disable masking. It'll automatically mask you and any other people who may be in the footage. One reason you might want to turn off the setting is that if you already have pre-extracted panoramic frames, that they're already masked, so you may not want that. You can also select the type of matcher you want. By default, auto selected. It'll select the appropriate one depending on the contents of the folder that you drop in. For example, if you drag in a folder with multiple videos or pre-extracted frames, it will auto-select exhaustive, as it'll assume each video or the frames are in non-sequential order. If you do actually have them in sequential order and you want to use that setting, then you can just select it and it will override the auto setting. To get the pipeline started, all you have to do is drag and drop your parent folder, then wait for the pipeline to finish. It'll slice the frames, mask, and run structure from motion all automatically. The time it takes to finish all comes down to the length of your footage, your hardware specs, your frame extraction interval, and whether you're using masking or topaz enhancement. Once it's finished, we can use the output folder as our splat training source. I'll go through how you can use it in Jawset, but you can use it in any splat training software such as Lightfield Studio. To start training, all we need to do is open up our output folder, and then we'll drag in our images folder and our sparse folder. Once that's dragged in, all you'll need to do is extend the mask tab on Josep, then drag in the mask folder. Every splat scene is different, so you may want to experiment with different settings to best suit your capture, but let's go ahead and start training. I hope this helps streamline your 360 video to splat process. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to reach out, and thanks for watching.